Hi guys, here's teacher Yulia, and right now I'm ready to start our first lesson, and the topic is Introduction into Linear Inequalities. Before we will start, let's remember the following words, vocabulary for today's lesson. I'm sure you know all of them already, but this is just revision. So I'm going to pronounce this word. Follow me if you can. Inequality. The first one is read as inequality. Next one is greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and finally number line. We'll talk about these conceptions during this lesson. So, before talking about inequalities, let's remember what equality is. On this slide, you are given a couple examples showing you that something on the left is equal to something on the right. 4 plus 1 equals exactly 5. And this picture, these balance scales show you this left side with variable x. We don't know exactly what is this. It's variable x equals to 7 balls. This is an equation. X plus 2 equals 7. So equalities, that means the left side is always equals to the right side. So equality means the same in value. But inequality, the prefix in means something opposite. This is not the same. This is something different. Mathematics is not always about equals, right? Sometimes we need to compare things and say which one is greater, which one is smaller or less. This is about inequality, not the same, not different. Not the same. Sorry. So this slide shows you the picture, the balance scale again, and you can see it's not balanced. These two things are not equal. This food, you can say that sandwich is heavier than apple. This picture shows you 3 thermometers, 3 temperatures. Number 3, this is 1, 2, and 3. Number 3 is the temperature on thermometer number 3 is higher than number 2. So we can say 98 degrees is greater than 78. 68 degrees is less than 78 degrees. And very good example about comparison things is the time zone. What time is it now in different parts of the world? As you know already, there are 24 time zones around the world. So, for example, at this moment you can compare what time is in Tokyo right now and what time is in New York, for example, and you can find the difference between two cities in time. It's about 10 hours, not about exactly 10 hours. So inequality, is the relationship between two unequal quantities. For showing inequality, we use these 4 signs: greater than, less than, equal, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Unequal, that's mean not equal. Most of things can be expressed or represented by numbers. For example, speed, time, temperature, whatever, weight, height, many things we can represent as a number. And number line you can see on your slide right now makes it easy to tell which number is greater, which number is smaller. As you already know, 0 is a origin point, neutral. All numbers on the left side of 0, on the left of 0, are negative numbers. On the right of 0, all of these numbers are positive. You have learned already that negative numbers, all the negative numbers, all the time less than positive numbers. On this number line, you're given 4 points: -4, 0, 1, and 5. What we can tell about these points? We can say most right point on this number line is the biggest number. 5 is greater than 1. 5 is greater than 0, and it's also greater than -4. The most left number, -4, is the smallest number on this number line, and -4 is less than 0, less than 1, and less than 5. So you can compare numbers on the number line. Which one is greater, which one is smaller? What about conception or equal to? Here you can see notation. This notation can be read as A is less than or equal to B. It's equivalent to say, if this is the same, to say about this notation at most, A at most B, or A is no more than B, no more than B, not greater than B. For example, legal speed on highway is no more than 65 kilometers. What does it mean? That's mean that you can drive on highway with the speed 65 or less than 65 kilometers per hour, no more than 65. 65 is possible, but 66 not possible already. So here is how to write. The speed is no more than 65. V, speed is less than or equal to 65. What about this notation? This one can be read as A is greater than or equal to B, or it's the same to say A at least B, or A is not less than B. For example, your age must be greater than or equal to 13, or your age must be at least 13. For example, you're going to watch the movie in the cinema, and there is a rule: you cannot watch the movie alone if you are younger than 13. So you have to be at least or no less than 30 years. You can be 14, 15 and older, but not younger than 13. 13 is also possible. So this is about conception greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. The following two examples shows you how to understand at most and at least. For example, you can see the bridge and a ship passing through the bridge. The height of the ship must be at most 50 meters to pass under the bridge. What does it mean? If the height of your ship will be higher than 50 meters, the bridge will be damaged, right? So your height cannot be more than 50, maximum 50 meters. Here we can write h is less than or equal to 50. H at most 50 meters height. Another example shows you greater than or equal to. For example, you should sleep at least 8 hours to stay well, to feel good. If you sleep less than 8 hours, you will feel not so good. So the sleeping time at night should be minimal 8 hours or more than 8. So we can write T is greater than or equal to 8. So at least or no less than 8. Actually, this is all what I have to do today, to say you today. And right now I would like you to go to the file you can see on your screen, practice 1 docs. To practice and to consolidate, you just take a knowledge. Here you can see this file. Number 1, you are given 6 statements. Number 1 is done already. It is just example. The average monthly payment, let it be P, for rent in the house is no more than 9,000 Thai baht. How to write the math sentence which is related or explaining this word statement. So we can write P, monthly payment, can be less or equal to 9,000, no more than 9,000. The payment can be equal to 9,000, but no more than 9,000. You see, no more. Please, right now, do the following 5 statements and write here the mathematical sentence. That's all. Bye bye. See you on the lesson number 2.